Today I am going to bake chicken cheese burst pizza. So let's see how we can bake it at home easily. First, let's check the ingredients required to make the pizza base. 2 cups of maida, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of milk powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, and half a cup of warm water. First we have to activate the dry yeast. For that I will add that half a cup of warm water into the bowl, and then the sugar, and you will give it a good stir so that the sugar crystals get slightly dissolved in the water. After that we will add the dried yeast and leave it for 10 to 15 minutes, because yeast minimum takes a time of 10 to 15 minutes to get activated. Now we will cover the yeast with that plate and let it to rest. Now it is already 15 minutes and I am going to remove the lid to check whether the yeast is active or not. Yes, I can see that bubbles have come up, and hence I am satisfied that the yeast is activated. Though I had used dry instant active yeast, but to get good results I had activated it. And now I am going to add the ingredients one by one. First, the 2 cups of maida, next the 1 tablespoon of milk powder, then half a teaspoon of salt, and now we will give it a good mix with our hands. We have to knead it very well to get a soft dough. We must knead it for 5 to 6 minutes. After I have kneaded it well, now I will add the 2 tablespoons of butter, and we will knead it again for 5 to 6 minutes so that we can get a fine texture of the dough. The dough is kneaded very well. We can see that the dough is very soft. Now I will rest it for 1.5 hours so that it can puff tough, and now I will cover it with the plate again. After 1.5 hours we can see the dough is puffed up. Now we have to knead it again for about 1 minute. We can see that the texture is very fine, which I think is good for my base. As the dough we have made is for cheese burst, so 25% of it will be required to make the upper layer, and the rest we will use it for making the lower base. Now I am going to cut the 25% of the dough. Very softly, and I am keeping the rest 75% aside. Now I am kneading it again. We will try to roll it up to get a little bit circular shape. Very slowly we have to roll it so that it doesn't get tear up. It has to be little flat. Once it gets rolled up, the upper layer is almost ready. Now we'll bake it up on a tawa. The tawa is already hot. Now I will place the upper surface of the pizza and bake the lower surface for about a minute. We can already see that the upper surface is puffing up slowly. It is going to be a minute, and now we can see that it has puffed up at some places. This shows that lower base is cooked up, and now I am going to rotate it so that we can bake the upper surface for just 10 seconds. Sorry for my mistake. Now I placed it correctly. We will just keep it for just 10 seconds. We can see that the upper surface is also getting little browned up. Now we will start preparing for the main base. Now I am going to start the most interesting part of the pizza, that is with the rest 75%. I am going to make the lower base, that is the pillar of the pizza, where I will be adding the cheese. Now to roll the lower base, I will be using suji. As I am a big foodie, I have noticed that in Domino's the chefs use a yellowish powder to roll the pan base of pizza. A little doing research on it, I came to know that that is simply makai powder or makai ka atta. And now as it is a lockdown, so I can't use or bring makai atta, so I will be using suji. We can also use maida if we don't have suji at home. And now the main part starts. It requires a little practice, or we can say little patience, that we have to roll the pizza base with our hand. We have to keep in mind that the middle portion of the pizza will be flatter than the side parts, and also we have to keep in mind that the upper part that we have already baked or toasted should fit in the middle of the pizza. I have already started it, rolling it up. We can see that the lower base is rising up and the middle is flattening down. We have to continue it so that we get a proper shape. I will try to get a proper circle, but I don't know how much will I get. We can see the corners are rising up. The base is flattening. A lot of patience is required to do it. Because it is the main trick of the cheese burst pizza, where the main cheese will be placed, so that when we will give a bite, the cheese will melt down to our mouth easily. Now it is almost done. I hope. Now I will try to place the upper part and check whether it fits or not. Yeah, it fits correctly. Little I will press it aside. Now I got a perfect shape. I am using Amul cheese spread. We can use anything. I am little cheese lover, so I will put little more cheese than usual. The persons who are knowing me personally, they know that I'm a big foodie. It is almost done. I have spreaded the cheese evenly all over the base. A little more. If you are health conscious, you can apply less, but I am a foodie, I will apply more and more. Now I have spreaded the cheese evenly. I will place the upper part of the pizza and press it from sidewise. I will use little water at the corners of the upper side so that the cheese does not ooze out of the corner while baking. Now we'll take up a fork and prickle the upper base. If we forget to do so, then the lower base, which has pizza, won't melt. It is a very crucial step. Now I will be using pizza topping. For that I will be using Dr. Oetker's Fun Foods pizza topping. We can make pizza sauce at home also. Or we can buy them from grocery stores like I am using. We will apply pizza topping evenly. A little more pizza topping to make it little spicy. Now I will be using mozzarella cheese. As we know that mozzarella cheese doesn't stay at home for long time, so I am using a dried powder of mozzarella cheese that I had ordered from Amazon. We can store it in freeze for a long time. It is Nutravita mozzarella powder. It's a company from Gujarat. It is easily available on Amazon. Now I will place the toppings. I have only onion and chilies at home. no capsicum or olives. Now we'll add some chicken fries on above. I like chicken, so I will use chicken. If you are veg, then you can use paneer, or you can make some simple pizza by using capsicum and all. The pizza dressing is almost ready. Now I will sprinkle a little more cheese so that the chicken gets stick together easily. I will use the brush and to brush some oil through the corners of the pizza. This will add color to the corners as well. We can use milk instead of oil also. We can see that the pizza looks delicious before baking only. I can't control my anxiety to taste it. I have placed the pizza on the pizza screen that I will be using it for baking. We can use pizza tray or normal cake tin for baking pizza. I have ordered this pizza tray from Amazon. It is very cheap. The microwave is already preheated at 250 degrees centigrade. Now I will place the pizza in the oven and we will give the time for baking it. You can see it is already 250 degrees C in convection mode. Now I will give a 10 minutes time and wait for the pizza to bake. The pizza is ready and served. I have cut a piece of pizza and you can see that cheese has melted properly above the pizza as well as inside. That provides a creamy texture in the pizza. If you like the recipe, please give a like and share the video and subscribe the channel. If there is some mistake in my English, please pardon me. Thank you for watching.